Very good morning, adults. Hope you are all happy and safe. I'm sure that you have gone through all my previous video classes. Cadets, we are in chapter number 4, that is Gender, Caste and Religion chapter. I am at the final end of this chapter number 4. I am sure that you have gone through the online classes of all the classes. But in the previous days and now, I am able to find certain differences because the few cadets are not watching videos. Maybe you are using a different platform to watch video other than my video. This is a different story. But definitely make sure that you will watch all the videos and make the notes which I am explaining to you in the class. Because finally, it's you are going to write the board examination, and definitely you are responsible for what you are doing. If you are not doing the concerned work, and we don't know when the school is going to open, and it's very difficult that once you are back to the school, it is very difficult to go through once again classes and conduct regular classes. Definitely not so easy. So please make sure that you write all that which is explained to you in the online classes, because that is your prime duty now, because you are there in your homes. Spend time and sit and write down, because you have to do, because you are the boys. I told you very clearly, you are going to write board examination. Once this chapter is over, that is chapter number 4 is over, then definitely I will go through the exercise questions. Now question here, why I am going through exercise questions? Because in the last few days back, I received few calls from the cadets that you don't have textbook. In my video classes, I told you, if you search in Google for e-Pathshala, in e-Pathshala, in NCERT, there is a PDF version of textbooks are available. You can download this PDF version of textbook. It will definitely easily open in your mobiles and the laptops or desktop or any other systems. So please make an effort to download PDF file so that you will get the textbook. Anyhow, I have decided to give you question and answers. I have made a slide on that. So once this chapter is over, then definitely I will display the question and answers. Now please write, because if you are not writing now, there is no excuse left, because I am giving you question and answers. So please, it's not a request, it is your duty, you have to do. And once again, one more thing, maybe by when you receive this video, the school may be switched out to Google platform or Google Classroom system. In the Google Classroom system, I definitely get an idea how many boys have access to my videos, how many boys are responding. It is just like more control on your personal interactions and all. So please, as early as possible, those who have not watched those videos, please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe YouTube channel, the channel. That's very easy, so that whenever I upload a new video, immediately notification will come to you. Everything done for the purpose of your and your study only. Please understand the main intention behind it. Let us move to the chapter number, the last topic of the chapter number 4. That's politics in caste. We studied caste in politics. Means we studied how a political party will take care the factors of caste before they contest for election. I told you, whenever Gauda, Okkadiga, Lingayat caste is dominant in a particular constituency, the political parties will try to make a person to contest election belongs to that majority caste. This is how they gather the caste sentiments in the process of election. Now, so we studied that politics in caste in politics. Now we are going to the topic of politics of caste. Now, how caste also changed over a period of time. How new groups added to a particular caste. How every caste is trying to increase its group, means increase its followers or numbers. That's how politics in caste. I will give a simple example. Few years back, Siddaramaiah started a group party or a group called Ahinda, Alpasankhyaakaru Mattu Hindulida Varga. That is in Kannada. Ahinda means Alpasankhyaakaru, religious minorities and backward communities, which is backward caste and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Now, by making this Ahinda group, what was the purpose of making this group? So that religious minorities and backward caste together added to a group. So now by making this group, he made its own a group like what we have Bahujan Samajwadi Party of Mayawati. Let us move to the topic. Caste influence on politics and selection of candidates, which you study. That selection of candidate, I told you, whenever there is a 60-70% population belongs to Gauda, Lingayat, Okkaliga, Kuruba, Shetty, whatever it may be in a particular constituency, then political parties try and to find out a candidate belongs to that caste so that he can contest election from their political party and capture vote in the caste sentiment. Second, castes get politicized in India in various forms. So in the various levels, castes get politicized. Means how slowly the structure of caste is also changing in India. That is what we are going to study in the politics in caste. Let us study the various factors which is making the change in the caste. The first one, each caste tries to become bigger by incorporating within its neighboring caste or sub-caste which are excluded from it. Now what happens here? Earlier, take for example, if you say Lingayat as a group, now Lingayats are trying to bring Veerashaiva, Okkaliga, Panchamashali, different caste groups in Lingayat community. Now they say we are all together and make one single caste. So what happens here? That is how they bring those caste or community which were earlier excluded. Earlier they told that you are not a part of our caste, you are different. So earlier excluded caste are now brought to the single caste. Incorporating, that is incorporating means joining together. What is the purpose of joining different castes together? Simple reason that to increase the numerical number so that large number of people support your caste base. So that is the point number one. Each caste try to become bigger by incorporating within its neighboring caste and or subcaste which were excluded from it. This is one major step which generally taken in a different places. This is very commonly seen in India, throughout India you can see one caste earlier excluded now joined together and they become a bigger caste. So when you have bigger caste, naturally you have got a bigger say in a political domain or in a decision making. Political parties will definitely listen for you because you got a larger vote base. So very purpose of that you will have a larger vote base. Naturally you will have a good power on decision making. Second, various caste groups are required to enter into coalition with other caste or communities and thus enter into a dialogue or a negotiation. I told you just few minutes back. What is the latest trend which we can see? That now several caste groups join together and make a coalition or make a group. I told you Bahujan Samajwadi Party of Mayawati. What is Bahujan Samajwadi Party? Bahujan Samajwadi Party clearly says that this party supports minorities, religious minorities I am saying. And this party supports the backward OBC, that is other backward caste, and it also supports scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Now you see, by supporting minorities, by supporting OBC, that is other backward caste, by supporting scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, how many subcastes they brought together. So now all these maybe religious or the caste groups, they are brought together and made a group, coalition. This is what even I told the example of Ahinda. Ahinda means Alpasankhyaakaru mattu Hindulidavaru in Kannada. Ahinda, Alpasankhyaakaru means religious minorities, Hindulidavaru is nothing but OBC, that is other backward caste and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, so that they make a coalition or a group. So various caste groups are required to enter into a coalition with each other caste or communities and thus enter into a dialogue or a negotiation. So they make an understanding or a negotiation with other religious or caste groups to work together for, once again, the purpose is same, for better control in the decision making process. Now, what is the third one? The new kinds of caste groups have come up into a political arena like backward caste, forward caste group. Now, after 1970s onwards, rather than 1980s on, now a new regime started in India. Earlier we had a upper caste and lower caste, Brahmins and other castes. This was the caste in 1960s and all. But when VP Singh, because the Prime Minister of India, the Mandal Commission recommendation started a concept called SCBC, Socially Economically Backward Caste. Later they are called as OBC, that is other backward caste. Now other backward caste means what? If you check in Google list of other backward caste in Karnataka, it will be more than 700 to 1000 castes will be there. So 700 to 1000 castes, approximately I am saying, it may be more than that. So 700 to 1000 castes put together and made one group called OBC. Now imagine all these castes, even though they are different castes, but when government makes them as other backward caste, they all unite together. They all unite together because when they unite together, they have a greater voice. So after 1980s, a new trend started in the Indian politics. What is the new trend started in the Indian politics? That is backward caste and forward caste. Backward caste, we generally speak about other backward caste, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, or Adivasis, the people who still now live in the forest areas. So all they were blocked, labeled as backward caste, and upper caste people were named as forward caste. So now, based on this, certain political parties promote the caste sentiments to capture power. I told you very clearly that parties like Bahujan Samajwadi Party clearly say that we are supporting the downtrodden, backward class. We are with the minorities. We are with the backward caste. So they say that we are mainly for the purpose of backward caste. So please vote for us because we are, even the Congress, BJP, every political party is now trying to promote caste sentiments, because promoting of caste sentiments definitely help for gathering of more votes and capturing more power. So with this, the chapter number 4, that is gender, caste, religion, is over. Once again I am making very clear that this chapter may not be considered for board examination in 2021 by the CBSE, but at the same time this chapter will be considered by me or by the school, don't worry, for your internal assessment or for the project work and assignment. So make sure that you will write notes, you will write all these notebooks or all these points definitely, because this is still a part of your study, a part of your curriculum, not for the board examination, but definitely we can consider for the internal assessments. Let us conclude the chapter. Expression of caste will be different in various situations. So caste expression will be different in different situations. I told you caste expressions will be different in a different situation in the sense. In a different political scenario, expression of the caste will be different. Like when you referring to a economic scenario, then definitely we can say there your caste is not so important, but economic condition, financial capacity is considered more important. But in certain areas, like in the area of marriage or matrimonial alliance and all, then definitely we will still now in India, large number of people, they give lot of importance for the caste sentiments. So caste, expression of the caste will be different in different situations. Second, expression of caste may lead to several disadvantages in the society. Whenever we speak about caste is one of the major reasons. Why? Because it divides the society. Society is fragmented on the basis of caste. When a society is fragmented or divided on the basis of caste, that is definitely harming, or that is definitely hampering the national unity. So many times we felt that in India, several places people started fighting just for the caste sentiments. When we fight for the caste sentiments, generally we hate other caste, upper or lower caste, whatever it may be. We start hating the caste. When we start hating the caste, naturally we try to divide the society. We try to exclude us from that major stream. That is what caste, most of the time, expression of caste definitely a disadvantage to the society. Worst expression of caste which we have seen over a period of time, that is to the Dalits and backward caste. You see, in India, prior to independence, Dalits were treated very badly by the upper caste. Dalits were treated very badly. They were not allowed to enter temple. They were not allowed to enter other homes and all. That's why Ambedkar, Sri Narayan Guru, Periyar Ramaswamy Nayakar, many social reformers, they started several movements in India so that to uplift the condition of Dalits. Dalits in India were even they were treated very badly because in India the policy of untouchability was followed. Untouchability was followed. Now the constitution very clearly said in the year 1950 itself, untouchability is banned in India, it is prohibited in India. But still in the remote places in India, still the problem of untouchability still continues. So Dalits and other backward castes gained a better access to decision making because of political parties involvement. Now, what this point explains, if you ask a Dalit who belongs to 1950s, 60s and all, a condition of a Dalit in 1960 and a condition of Dalit in 2020 is definitely a remarkable change. Why there is a remarkable change in the condition of Dalits and backward caste? Because nowadays several political parties also understood that to gain power or to capture power, there is the need to support the sentiments of these backward castes or Dalits and backward castes. So, as a result, what happened? Every political party is now trying to involve them also in a decision making process. Thus, the base, the caste base or the condition of Dalits backward caste is slightly better in India compared to the previous days. What is the fourth point? Several political parties and organizations are agitating to put an end to discrimination against particular caste. Now, I told you already, almost certain problems are not solved in India. Problems are solved in India because of continuous agitations or the movements done by certain political parties or certain organizations. Certain organizations, they continuously fought for the justice, fought for justice for Adivasis. That is what you may have studied in class 8. A social activist or Adivasi activist named C.K. Janu. C.K. Janu, the Adivasi activist, she fought for the Adivasis' rights in Kerala and other parts, mainly in Kerala, because of her continuous effort of fighting for the upliftment of Adivasis. That's why the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Act, when Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Act was passed, several privileges were given to the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe. For example, the land which belongs to Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe cannot be purchased by the other caste. They cannot be encroached. So, lot of, take for example, if somebody is criticizing someone on the basis of caste, that is a humiliation. Even the case can be filed under IPC. So, lot of changes introduced in the caste system. All these changes were introduced not just because they were wanted to introduce, not like that. It is purely because of the continuous effort by the social groups, organizations, political parties, agitations. That's what we say. Continuous agitations or movement put an end to the exploitation of any particular caste. Excess attention to caste may divert attention from other pressing issues like poverty, development and corruption. And very important here what we have to say, We should not give too much importance to the caste religion issue. That's why in the beginning of this chapter I told you, communalism or the caste and religion is a very sensitive issue. It's just like a salt. If there is no salt in the food, definitely we will feel it. If there is excess salt in the food, definitely we cannot use it. The same way, caste religious sentiments should be there for a person. But this caste and religious sentiment should not be excess. What happens if the caste and religious sentiments are excess? Then naturally, what is damn required to the country is economic development, social development, education, literacy. So when we speak too much about the caste, naturally poverty, development and corruption that will take backstage. People make corruption in the name of caste, people may eat money in the name of caste. So we should not give too much importance to the caste. When we give too much importance to the caste, naturally economic development, education, poverty, these are all real burning issues. Because if a country wants to be developed, then the country should solve the problem of poverty and country should achieve economic and social development at the earliest, what we call as GDP, gross domestic product. The country should be good at GDP or it should be economically powerful. If the country should be economically powerful, the people of that country should come out from the thinking of the closed circle of caste, religion and all. That's why we should have a very balanced approach to the caste system. Sixth and final. In some cases, caste division leads to tension, conflicts, even violence. Okay. So what happens in some place? You have seen in a few months back in Rajasthan, or there are many other places also, definitely. We have seen that people started fighting each other, or violence was created just because of the fighting between the two castes. So fighting between the two castes, that led to violence in the society, that led to tension in the society. So tension and violence in the society definitely hampers the development of the society. So please try to understand, caste religion is gender. Gender, caste, religion division should be there in the society. Gender definitely is a biological, but religious difference and social caste difference which we made, this difference should be there, but only in a limited way. It should not hamper or it should not interfere in the process of economic and social development. With this, chapter number 4 is completed. Once again, I am reiterating the same point that I will definitely dictate the question and answers. Means I post the slides of question and answers. Please go through the slides and write down and complete all the work which is assigned to you without fail. Okay? Anyway, take care, be happy because that's the only choice now. We are also not happy because we are alone. I am explaining to the bench and desk, no one is there in the class. Otherwise, it was a fantastic live class where you cadets are talking to me, questioning, question answer sessions or discussions, a live class. But unfortunately, today it is not a live class because we have to overthrow this, because that is what we said. Human beings have survived because of adaptability. That is what we are doing it. Please take care of yourself. At the same time, complete all the works assigned to you so that you will be very comfortable in the later stage of your life for this academic year. Take care.